I'm curious, just in the way that you teach improv, how do you believe that actors can benefit from improvisation so that they could apply it to scripted work?
Mhm. Well, I look at improv. You just said, oh, we had to rehearse a lot. We really practiced a lot. We did a lot of work to get to a place where we could improvise truthfully. So I feel that that is about reps, getting your reps in. Uh, and in terms of applying improv to scripted work, if you improvise a lot, you are getting, at least the improv that I like to do, this actor's improv, right? You're getting your reps in of constantly dipping into your own emotional um, being, your own intentions, your own objectives, everything that comes from you and a true place in you. You're dipping into that over and over and over again over the course of, an hour-long performance. And then if you do many performances, you're continually practicing going inside to find your inspiration. You're also practicing connecting with your partner, because I hope that a lot of your listeners know about yes and. It's very, I hope everybody knows that yes and is the basis of all improv, and that what you're doing is you're taking an offer that your partner gives you and you're accepting it and building off of it. And that's where the creation comes from. So it comes from your own inner life, but it also comes from inspiration from your scene partner. So you're repping that over and over and over again. I'm present and I'm building off of you. I'm present and I'm building off of you. So if you do that over and over again, you're going to use that in your scripted work. You're going to more easily be able to access your emotional life and put it into your scripted work. You're going to more easily access focusing on your partner and being present with your partner and letting your partner give you things and let your partner affect you in your scripted work. So I look at it like sports, like you're learning how to, on basketball, you're learning to dribble and shoot and pass the ball and run and get to know your teammates, so that when you're in the basketball game, you more easily can access all those skills that you've practiced over and over and over again. The basketball game is improvised, but you've gone to practice for weeks and weeks and weeks before the basketball game so that you can access it easily. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, I love that analogy. That's this is like a nice reminder for me as well, because I feel like as actors, especially obviously when working in scripted work, it's sometimes tempting to get too deep into the analysis of it all. And script
Ugh.
analysis, of course, is very important to a degree, but I think sometimes it could be very tempting, or it could kind of be like a trap going down this rabbit hole of getting very heady about things. And I
Yeah.
think what improvisation does, and especially the way that you teach it, is that it allows us to be more in our bodies and more present in those moments. I think that kind of going through the script is kind of like what you were saying. It might be similar to running those drills in basketball practice, but then when you're in the actual game, you're going to need that improvisation to create a truthful and, at the end of the day, an enjoyable performance as well.
Exactly, because we all know how uninspiring it is to watch scripted performers who are not connected with the material. They're saying it, but they're not living it. They're not being it. So, once you've memorized your lines and run the show a couple of times, if you're running the show for weeks, you want to have that ability to improvise and not improvise the lines. We want to always, remain true to the playwright. But how you're saying the lines, or how your fellow actor looked at you a little bit differently that night, or in that performance, so that you can easily access and not be afraid to try something different in that moment. And not that it's not going to change the whole meaning of the play. It's just going to find another layer for you. So sometimes actors come to me and they say, I really want to learn how to improvise so that when I forget a line, I'll be able to recover well. And I'm like, yes, improv teaches you the art of recovery really beautifully. But that's not why you would learn improv for acting. Like, that's not the only reason to learn how to, get back on your feet if you screw up. It's about finding layers inside the scripted work, and feeling free enough to do that instead of feeling locked in to the script.